Imagine a world where dreams are the only currency that truly matters, where a boy with nothing in his pockets carries everything he needs in his heart. This is the story of resilience written in the language of hope, a tale that reminds us that our circumstances are merely the starting line, never the finish. Picture a small house at the edge of a bustling city, where the walls are thin and the dreams are thick. Here lives a boy whose name doesn't matter as much as his spirit does. His family counts pennies while he counts possibilities. His clothes are patched, but his vision is crystal clear. Every morning he wakes up to the sound of his mother's gentle humming as she prepares breakfast with whatever little they have. And every morning he promises himself that someday things will be different. But here's what makes this story extraordinary. This boy doesn't see poverty as a prison, he sees it as a teacher. When other kids complain about their old phones, he's grateful for the library's free internet. When others take their warm meals for granted, he savors every bite and dreams of the day he'll cook for his mother in a kitchen filled with abundance. His perspective becomes his superpower. School becomes his sanctuary. While his classmates rush home to video games and comfort, he stays behind, asking teachers questions that stretch far beyond the curriculum. He reads every book he can get his hands on, not because he has to, but because each page is a window to a world he's determined to enter. His teachers notice something special, a hunger that can't be satisfied by food alone. The turning point comes when he discovers his gift. Maybe it's mathematics that makes perfect sense to him, or perhaps he has a way with words that can move mountains. Could be that his hands create art that speaks to souls, or his mind solves problems that others can't even see. The specific talent isn't what matters, it's what he does with it that changes everything. Rejection becomes his companion before success ever shows up. College applications get denied. Scholarship committees say no. Job interviews end with polite dismissals. But here's the secret that separates dreamers from achievers. He treats every no as valuable data, not as a verdict. Each rejection teaches him something new about himself, about the world, about what he needs to improve. Late nights become his laboratory. While the world sleeps, he's awake, practicing, learning, growing. His desk lamp becomes a beacon of determination, casting light on textbooks borrowed from friends, on sketches drawn on the back of old newspapers, on business plans written in margins. His family worries about his health, but they begin to understand that this isn't just ambition, this is transformation in real time. The breakthrough doesn't come with fanfare. It arrives quietly, almost accidentally. A teacher mentions an opportunity. A stranger notices his work. A small chance opens up, and he's ready because he's been preparing for years. The scholarship comes through, or the job offer arrives, or someone believes in his idea enough to invest. The door that seemed permanently closed suddenly swings wide open. But success doesn't change his core. He remembers the taste of struggle, the weight of worry, the power of hope. He uses his new position not just to build his own life, but to create ladders for others climbing the same mountain he once faced. He becomes living proof that circumstances are temporary, but character is permanent. Years later, when people ask him about his secret, he smiles and says something profound in its simplicity. He explains that poverty taught him the value of everything he would eventually earn. Struggle showed him strength he never knew he possessed. And dreams? Dreams gave him a destination worth every difficult step of the journey. This story lives in countless variations around the world. It's written in the determined footsteps of students walking miles to school, in the calloused hands of young entrepreneurs building something from nothing, in the tired but hopeful eyes of anyone who refuses to let their current chapter become their final story. The boy's name could be yours, could be mine, could be anyone brave enough to believe that where you start doesn't determine where you finish. His story reminds us that the most powerful force in the universe isn't gravity or electricity. It's the unwavering belief that tomorrow can be different from today, and that we have the power to make it so. So the next time you feel overwhelmed by circumstances, remember this tale. Remember that every giant oak tree was once just an acorn that held its ground. Remember that diamonds are created under pressure, and stars shine brightest in the darkest skies. Your dreams are not too big. Your background is not too small. Your story is still being written, and the most beautiful chapters, they're still ahead of you.